Here's just a bunch of additional hints and tips for you. The first one is, which sport should we bet on? Look, I guess the answer to this is it really doesn't matter. You can do this on anything. Personally, I find that soccer or football, depending where on the world you're from, is a good one. And the main reason for this is that there's plenty of matches played all the time, but also there's a high liquidity in the betting exchange. So you might remember from before, that means that there's plenty of people on the other side to take your bet. Timing your bets. Again, it's not massively important. You can do it 2 days before an event. You can do it a minute before the event. It really doesn't matter that much. Personally, I find that about 1 hour before the event is the best time. The reason for that, if you bet too long before the event, well, you just have to wait a long time until you can make your money. If you bet immediately before the event, it can get pretty volatile on the betting exchange. The odds might change before you get a chance to place your bet, so you might end up making less than you thought, but you could end up making more as well. But again, we're not here to gamble, so I find about an hour before is the best time. Preferred outcome. Now this one is important. You really want to listen to this. Obviously, you're not going to be able to pick it every time, but in an ideal world, we want to win our bets on the betting exchange and lose them at the sportsbook. Now, there's a couple of reasons for this, but the main one is rollover. So just think about this for a second. We funded our sportsbook with $100 and got a $50 bonus, so we got $150 there. Let's say this $150, the sportsbooks require us to roll that over 4 times before we can claim it. Now, if we just lose that whole $150 and win it back over at the betting exchange, we don't have to worry about rolling it over because it's gone and we've won it. Whereas if we win it here, we have to keep rolling it over before we can claim our bonus. So if at all possible, we want to win on the betting exchange side and lose on the sportsbook side. Now, the best way to do this is bet on the long shot on the sportsbook side and the favourite on the betting exchange side. Okay, so bet the more likely event on the betting exchange side. Very important. Multiple accounts. Now, most bookmakers won't let you sign up 2 accounts from the one address. However, there are some that will. So it's worth having a look at the terms and conditions. If they'll let you do 2 from the one address, if you've got a partner or something like that, why not try and claim 2 bonuses from them? Get the most from the bookmakers. Some bookmakers actually have bonuses up to 1,000 and even more. So you just want to make sure that you get the absolute most out of each of these bookmakers. So if a bookmaker has a bonus of $1,000 and you have to put in $2,000 in order to claim it, you'd be silly to just fund that with $100 because you only get a bonus on your initial deposit. So if you can't afford to get the maximum bonus, leave it aside for now, use the smaller ones until you've made some more money, and then come back to it. Just make sure you get the maximum bonus for all of the bookmakers.